said, hey, if you really are number one, is that true? And I said, yeah, I just got some of the metrics from Fanatics. It is true. It was varying. Sometimes it was 1, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. It was a top seller at the end of the day. He said, you should try to get your shirts in the building. So you really are number one. Is that true? And I said, yeah. I brought that information that was given to me, like about the legitimacy of the sales. I brought it in and they said, I think I've got a good case to have a shirt in the building. So they brought it in. Then the shirts in the building are selling out. And so I brought that up to him and he's like, they should never be selling out. If anything, there should always be one left. Tell them to go get more shirts in. And I go, you're totally right about that. I never thought of it that way.
That was a Vince thing, wasn't it?
It was a Vince thing.
That was a Vince thing we heard.
Yeah. So we wind up, I asked if we can get more shirts in the building. The guy's like, we'll look into it. I'm like, no, we can't look into it. I guess this is me calling merch again. It's fucking contact merch again. And we get extra orders in and they're doing great. Like, my point is for bringing all that up. That promo served a great purpose. It felt authentic. It didn't feel like some mechanical conveyor belt promo. It was good for the company. It wasn't me going into business for myself. It actually generated business. Really, the whole purpose of that was to just take things that people are seeing and as a thought piece, put it out there and get.
Today, Killer Kross and Scarlet, Karrion Kross, Killer Kross, Scarlet, really gave one of the best podcasts or most informative one that I've seen so far. Maybe it's just me not paying attention for the first time to it, but on the Coach and Bro show today. So let me tell you something, bro. Wow, bro. You two amazing, bro. Vince Russo was licking them off the whole time. It was unbelievable. But yeah, Vince Russo and Coachman today did a wildly good interview, or got really good. Really, they didn't have to say much at all, to be honest. They were, Vince Russo was glazing the hell out of them, but, needless to say, he didn't need all that. It was just really good. So they really, based on, if you just listen to what these two said today, you will come out feeling like, wow, I am very concerned for the WWE, which we were already concerned for the WWE before. But the other thing is, it could just be, like Ghost from the Coast said in the chat earlier today, a couple of scorned lovers. They're like an ex that won't get the hint and go away. I think there's a little bit of truth to all of this, and we're going to talk about it, but there is no mistaking that right now WWE just, for a lot of us, feels very boring stuff. And some of us are just not on the boat right now, and things like this definitely add, fuel to the fire, that it's more about the WWE name than about actual wrestlers or entertainment at this time. We'll be live just a second. I hope all of you who are joining us tonight can click the like button right away. We need you to click it right away. We gotta have it. Gotta have the like button right away. Okay, so please make sure you do that. Yes, we are. So, what's up, everybody? We're just starting. Hit the like button, please. We're going to get into this. We're going to play a lot of clips from the Karrion Kross Scarlet interview today. Lots of clips for you. So, make sure you guys strap in and strap on. And, of course, just to have some fun tonight, whether it's Cash App, if you guys donate via Streamlabs or Cash App or whatever you want to do, we'll tally it all up, and we'll use it tonight. So there's the donate link right there in the chat. Let's pin it to the top. Or you guys can use Cash App. Cash App will be, messaged out in the chat from Nightbot, paypal.me/Joe Cronin Show, or Streamlabs, which is pinned to the top. Or you can go in the description box below to Stream Elements, and Stream Elements will take a credit card more securely if you're a person who wants to use a credit card. Those are all the ways to do it. Down below and in the chat, feel free to go about it however you want. And we have some stipulations tonight. If we hit $50, we're going to go live on Friday night. We hit $100, we're going to go live until 10 p.m. for sure tonight, maybe a little later, 10:30. We hit $300, I will gamble $100 live on the show in front of all of you. And then if we hit $500, we will go live until midnight and do all of the following things below, of course. Also, so you get the whole package. If you want, have fun. Maybe we won't even make $1. It doesn't. Either way, I'm going to be live to talk about this regardless. So either way, remember that's up there though. We're getting ready to get started. This is an unbelievable, juicy podcast with Karrion Kross and Scarlet. Very interesting.
Get them into it.
Courtesy of Behind the Turnbuckle Studios or Coach and Bro Show.
It was treated like this crime of a thing.
Business for yourself.
Well, it drew people in. They wanted to see more of it. They enjoyed it.
Made the company a lot of money.
Made the company a lot of money. They're all about profits, right? So merch was through the roof. I remember we had sold out of the shirts so many times on the site that the shirt kept going off the site. So I'd have to go back to somebody in talent relations and be like, why is the shirt off the site? And he goes, well, how do you know that? I'm like, why is that
Because we're
not?
checking it.
We're checking. What is that? How do I know that? Fans are complaining about it online. We're leaving money. Like there's money on the table here and we're not taking it.
Well, they tweeted us saying they can't get their size.
So I had to call. They didn't even do it. I called merch and asked them to put the shirt back up on the site.
What?
And so that was
that's a problem right there. There it is. There it is. I believe that they were winding them down. They didn't care about them. There's so many things to say about that one clip right there. Can we have to clip that. We have to clip that. That is a huge thing right there. Like, I'm trying to see from the WWE's perspective why they didn't like Karrion Kross and Scarlet potentially, or why they were annoyed by them. And I'm also trying to see why Karrion Kross and Scarlet were upset at WWE. And I'm trying to figure this out. Let's go back. Let's listen.
Do it. I called merch and asked them to put the shirt back up.
Listen to this again. This is
right. The shirt kept going off the site. So I'd have to go back to somebody in talent relations and be like, why is the shirt off the site? And he goes, well, how do you know that? I'm like, why is that not?
We're checking it.
We're checking. What is that? How do I know that? Fans are complaining about it online. We're leaving money. Like there's money on the table here and we're not taking it.
Well, they tweeted us saying they can't get their size.
So I had to call. They didn't even do it. I called merch and asked them to put the shirt back up on the site.
What?
And so that was happening on Euroshop. That was happening on the US shop.
So the first thing that comes to mind when I hear this is the WWE is so big and the WWE is so rich at this time that they don't even care about this. They don't care about making an extra, $3,000, $10,000, $20,000 a month, whatever it is. Maybe it's let's say it's $10,000 a month. Shit bomb. They don't even care about it.
Reports drew angry at WWE booking, hence leaving.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Because they don't want a big star. Triple H said it. There will never be another star after John Cena. Like, they literally said that. Triple H said that. So they don't want any of these people to get over. And I don't think any of these people really would get over either, by the way, so it doesn't really matter. But, you definitely won't when they don't want that, according to these people saying that they don't want that. But, I don't know, man. I think Drew McIntyre is locked in for another couple of years, isn't he? So, I don't know. I think Drew McIntyre is kind of, he's locked in there for a couple of years. But that blows my mind. See, this could be why Karrion Kross and Scarlet are in trouble. Them calling the merch people without going through the channels and just saying, hey, get our shirt back up. What the fuck? It's not up. There could be a reason it was winding down. Party. You're not really sure, right?
Let's slot machine emoji.
Yo.
Slot machine emoji.
Let's
slot
gamble.
Machine emoji.
Why are we will gamble if we hit a couple $100 or so? Or if you just send me gambling money, I guess, but it's up to you. We'll gamble on the show. You send me $50 or $100, I'll gamble it. Go ahead. But I do have a chart right here where if we hit these amounts, we'll do all these things right up here above. So bring it on. It's great to be on with YR last night. We had Kenny Bolin. It was a big stream last night. The reuniting of me and Kenny Bolin a little bit. Surprising. I didn't expect to be on there and come on that show. So we'll have. It looks like we might have Kenny Bolin here on this show again soon, and I might be on Kenny Bolin's show. So going back to the bowling alley, where, going back 10 years, and he was the reason that Cornette fell out with me. We did that big podcast with me and Kenny Bolin and Jim Cornette, and then a couple months later, Jim Cornette got angry at me, and things were never the same again. So crazy. It was a crazy episode. You guys remember this? The episode got 29,000 views. It got a lot of views. It was basically the episode 1 of season 900 of Kenny Bolin's podcast. Here on the Joe Cronin show, we put it up here, and it was one of the bigger episodes.
I was at OVW when you first showed up and fired me from the television.
Remember this?
And he was, why do they call you king? I said, well, Jerry, I'm a pretty athletic guy back at LaGrange Middle School. Yeah. And I'm the king of kickball.
Now remember, of course, Kenny Bolin used to manage John Cena.
Oh, I own kickball in LaGrange, and they call me the king of kickball. And I want you to know he went away for a little while, and I thought he either quit or got fired. I didn't know what happened. And when he showed back up, he had a beautiful crown, somewhat very similar to the one I have here, only red. And he was wearing all this garb and everything, and he was calling himself Jerry the King Lawler. Well, you know what? I was too young and too stupid back then to realize I'd been ripped off, to realize that I'd been hooshgouged, that I'd been buffaloed for a change. And he stole my name. But
you've been railroaded,
ramrodded, hoosh-gouged, shim-shammed,
fucked up the ass.
Bamboozled.
Bamboozled, thank you.
Everything you've just said is completely fictitious. There was
How
no
did you say that? You think I could make something like that up, that I was the king of kickball?
It's so far away from the truth, it can't see the truth with binoculars.
So, Jerry, down in Memphis, when he realized...
I'm telling you, bro, if you never heard that, that is 100% worth a listen. It's episode 1 of season 11 of the Bowling Alley with Jim Cornette as special guest, hosted on my channel. It is definitely the Three Stooges on that one. So really cool. Joe, check out Signs of the Swarm. Okay, I'll check that out. Drew has 4 years left on his contract, says Wrestling Fan. Exactly. That's what I'm saying too, man. I thought it was a couple of years. Yeah, I kind of wore the same outfit. I'm wearing a different Bruins sweatshirt with the same type of hat, backwards hat that pissed off Cornette. Well, apparently, the whole reason why Jim Cornette doesn't like me is because I wore a hat to SmackDown, Bolin said. I mean, I don't even know if that's true. Sounds crazy, but it's just so crazy it might be true, you know? And I don't know if you guys saw the short, but, I did step into the ring the other day. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I did step into the ring. I'm looking for my former co-host. Why did AI give me such a tiny body? You know, a year ago when I started making AI videos, they were a little bit worse than this. I mean, that's pretty bad, but it was definitely worse a year ago. No doubt about that. So what's up, guys? This is just some crazy information. So again, WWE didn't care about Scarlett and Karrion Kross, because who cares about these fucking pennies from these two? That's partly my opinion. It's not that they had I don't even think it's that they had some personal vendetta against Karrion Kross and Scarlett. It's that they don't care that much. Okay, whatever. They make us an extra, $8,000 to $20,000 a month. WWE didn't even care about that. They don't care because they're too busy making giant deals with Saudi princes and other people like that, making multi-billions and millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars and all kinds of things, that they're like, okay, whatever, your shirt sold out. Okay, who cares? Like, what are we going to make an extra of $12,000 a month? So if WWE makes an extra $12,000 a month, Karrion Kross and Scarlet, what do they make? An extra $2,000 or $3,000? But that means a lot to them. To make an extra $2,000 or $3,000 a month, or even $1,000, or even $800, whatever it is, that's a lot for you to add to your bank account. Hey, we could make an extra $1,500 a month. A year, that's $20,000. So to Scarlet and to Karrion Kross, obviously that meant a lot. Like, hell yeah, hey, if we can make an extra $20,000, can we please do it? And the WWE is sitting there thinking, well, we could make an extra, $100,000, but whatever, who cares? Like, we make so much money, that's peanut shit. We're not even paying attention. And so that offends Karrion Kross, of course, and Scarlet, and it doesn't make any sense if you're a real business person. Of course, back in the 90s, WWE would have been scraping. Of course, we want to take every every penny, every little cent. But nowadays, they don't care that much about that because they're doing so well with so much other shit that they would rather do that. They don't even need to worry about this. That's why they just don't seem to give that much of a shit. But, of course, Karrion Kross and Scarlet do care because this is their brand and this is their livelihood. So, hello? Of course they want that. And you can see why there's a discrepancy because a hardworking, smart person, why would you not want to make everything you could make and sell everything you could sell and put everything into it you could? But a company that's super corporate and doesn't give a fuck because they're making so much money in other ways, you can see how they would let it slip.
I was just trying to facilitate the whole thing because, again, I'm in my contract.
And once again, great interview behind the Turnbuckle Studios. The Coachman and Vince Russo today, they got a lot out of Scarlet and Karrion, or Killer Kross.
Here, I really want to demonstrate to the company, be like, hey, you guys can run with me. I'm here to do my best work. I want to show that, I can be a good return on investment. This is all done very honorably, very wholesomely.
To stay there.
To stay
working there, especially after you had one match on TV all year that you lost, and then all of a sudden you were selling out shirts.
Right. So, that was a very strange time. And then one day, if he wants to talk about it, I'm not a big name dropper. I spoke with somebody who was very successful in the business, and he said, hey, if you really are number one, is that true? And I said, yeah, I just got some of the metrics from Fanatics. It is true. It was varying. Sometimes it was 1, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. It was a top seller at the end of the day. He said, you should try to get your shirts in the building. So I brought that information that was given to me, like about the legitimacy of the sales. I brought it in and they said.
And look at that. See, that's the other thing is Karrion Kross the whole time is getting all this outside information from somebody else, some former wrestler or other person who's feeding him stuff. And then he's going and continuously chirping to WWE about, hey, whatever, I heard, there should be every last T-shirt. So now he's quoting like Vince McMahon stuff and former wrestlers and going to them, and he's like this yippy little dog, and they don't like that because they're annoyed with his passion because they're too busy making a ton of money without him. But he really cares about this. He cares too much. They care too little. Put them both together, and you're going to get somebody who's upset at somebody eventually. And that's what this is all about to me.
I think I've got a good case to have a shirt in the building. So they brought it in. Then the shirts in the building are selling out. And so I brought that up to him, and he's like, they should never be selling out. If anything, there should always be one left. Tell them to go get more shirts in. And I go, you're totally right about that. I never thought of it that way.
That was a Vince thing.
See, somebody is gaslighting him on the outside. I mean, let's be honest, someone's giving him really good insight and information into how he should handle himself business-wise. But that person that's telling him that is probably somebody who has been a lot more successful, maybe, and they earned that spot and then knew that role. But, he's still up and coming, and he's trying to demand all this stuff while he's up and coming. I mean, it even goes back to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Remember this, guys. I want you to all to remember this. Stone Cold Steve Austin tried to get a good T-shirt for about 2 to 3 years in WWE, and they couldn't do it. They couldn't figure it out. They didn't know what to do marketing with him. They didn't give a shit. 3 years of that, I believe. And then when Stone Cold finally got so over, it was so insane, they finally said to him, the merchandiser, Jimmy Miranda, came to Austin and said, hey, they're finally saying you can have a T-shirt. What do you want to do? And then Stone Cold literally had to come up with his own design and say, like, put a skull on it. Austin 316, that's the shirt. And then they did it. So think about that. Killer Kross, Karrion Kross, has only been, like, really getting some buzz. Like, Killer Kross is at the moment getting some buzz, right? Not even the buzz that Austin got when he first started getting big, right? Much less than that, but Karrion Kross is getting buzz nonetheless. And so he's saying, like, hey, man, come on, this shirt, these ideas. And so I just want you to think about that for a second. He's had more T-shirt stuff than Austin had when Austin was bigger, right? And Austin finally got a fucking T-shirt, and then it became the #1 selling T-shirt ever and was nuts. So you could see how some people would still kind of like poo-poo, like, oh, whatever, Karrion Kross is, wow, my shirt's selling really well and stuff. It's like, it's, well, not, your shirt's doing as well as, like maybe like the Nation of Domination or something, or like before that even. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're like, Karrion thinks this is an amazing thing. Meanwhile, the WWE is like, no, this happens all the time with people and it fades out. So it's got to be much bigger than what yours really is before we really give a shit and start paying all the way attention. And I think that's where we're at. We're here. Now we're going to check donations in a minute. There are some donations coming in. I'm going to play them. Also, yeah, we might have some cash apps that have come in as well. We'll go to that. Also want to let you guys know that tonight you can call the show in a little bit. We're going to have open phone lines for you as well, reacting to this and other things around the world or whatever you want to talk about. There's so many things to talk about. It's all on the table tonight. Of course, you can donate using Streamlabs, pinned to the top of the chat, or Cash App. Nightbot is putting out all the links. And you can call the show at 339-298-1600. Open phone lines tonight. I don't care who you are, what you want to say. We will try to take phone calls in just a little bit as well, so stay tuned for that. To call the show, call-ins are back tonight.
Thing, wasn't it?
It was a
That
Vince
was the
thing.
Vince thing we heard.
Yeah. So we wind up, I asked if we can get more shirts in the building. The guy's like, we'll look into it. I'm like, no, we can't look into it. I guess this is me calling merch again. So I contact merch again, and we get extra orders in, and they're doing great. Like, my point is, for bringing all that up, that promo served a great purpose. It felt authentic. It didn't feel like some mechanical conveyor belt promo. It was good for the company. It wasn't me going into business for myself. It actually generated business. Really, the whole purpose of that was to just take things that people are seeing and, as a thought piece, put it out.
Can I play devil's advocate for a second? I want to play devil's advocate with this for just 1 second. I want to say that, what if WWE, the reason why WWE wasn't fully playing ball with them towards the end here, the last 6 months, was because there had been indications that they may not sign with the WWE. And then, in fact, in the end, they had not signed, and it looked like they may not sign. And because they weren't fully signing or committing yet to WWE, maybe WWE was even less, enthusiastic about getting behind them or doing the merch stuff or maybe other things even, because they were like, these two, there's a strong chance that these two don't stay here. So if we, wrangle out all this merch and do something crazy, maybe Tony Khan is going to be buying them, and we're going to be basically setting them up for bigger success somewhere else when they're not really committed to us. And then they, in the end, did not sign with WWE. They're the ones, in the end, that didn't sign with WWE. So that could be. It could be why that WWE went cold on them for 6 months, and they were cold to WWE as well, and that double coldness, made things weird, and that's why this is so strange. I mean, maybe
out there and get them into it, and it was treated like this crime of a thing.
Like you're going into business for yourself, not actually trying to make the
Right.
company more money and like prove that you deserve a place here when we're about to be kicked out in 4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In retrospect, I feel like the real problem was that it actually did get over.
but they didn't get kicked out in 4 months, right? They did not. They turned down a contract, right?
That's just my opinion. And I think that was the real problem with it. Maybe it felt a little too real for somebody or some people. It felt a little too real for them to be comfortable. And, it's
Maybe the new regime is a bit more controlling over what gets over and how and when. Maybe, just maybe.
Of course it sounds that way. And then that is just crazy pants, because you're not only taking money out of their pocket, they're taking money out of your pocket at the end of the day for your merch checks that come every 3 months. This is crazy to me. It absolutely is. I don't think I've ever in my history of 20 years in the business heard of somebody getting over on their own and they didn't want to run with it. You then...
What? Wait a minute. Did Coachman just say that in 30-something years of the business, he's never heard of somebody getting over on their own? I mean, what? Let's go back to that.
Checks that come every 3 months. This is crazy to me. It absolutely is. I don't think I've ever in my history of 20 years in the business heard of somebody getting over on their own and they didn't want to run with it.
What are you talking about? I mean, what are you talking about, Coachman? I'm afraid I've got some bad news. You don't remember bad news like Wade Barrett getting over with that bad news thing? And then the WWE just kind of tanked it on purpose? And then that literally came out that that's what they did? Do you not remember Zack Ryder getting over and then them just basically crapping him into nothing? I mean, what? Are there not countless examples of this thing that he just said he's never heard in 20 years of? I've got 20 examples.
It absolutely is. I don't think I've ever in my history of 20 years in the business heard of somebody getting over on their own and they didn't want to run with it.
What? That might be the most retarded thing I've ever heard anybody say, especially somebody who's not afraid to throw WWE under the bus, who was there. What? And people, what? Coach, what? Somebody's got to clip this and send it to him, because I want to hear that defended. I want to hear that clip defended. What in the hell? Coachman must be busy with family stuff and a million chores or something, and he's not thinking or something, because there is no way you can defend that. I would go to court with you on that one 1,000 times over and win 100%. Wow. That is maybe the wildest false statement I've ever heard. I'm going to comment that on their video, and I hope to God people go like it and he sees that, because he's got to be regretting that. I mean, did I take him out of context? I like Coachman a lot, but that's a fucking asinine thing to say.
You then, when your contract came up, another thing I heard you say, which is very much in bounds, is you make me an offer. I just want to see how you came up with that offer based on the numbers of the story that you just told us, that your stuff is just flying off the shelves. They gave it to you and then pulled it 24 hours later. What was that 24 hours like?
We just kind of shrugged and we're like, I mean, we're not fatalists in the sense of like, if we can't do what we want, oh my God, it's the end of the world. There, of course, it means the world to us to be there and to perform at our best, but also not under the conditions of that. Like, we've always proceeded with logic and fairness. And if that's not going to be met, we're not like young, starving 20-year-olds that are going to subject ourselves to conversations like that, being spoken to like that. Like, we know what's going on. And
Yeah, see, that's the problem is WWE loves when you can just conform. Until you actually start making mega amounts of money or you're really important to the audience, like fully, and you're really loyal to the company and you have to be like all these, you have to check all the boxes, right? You got to be somebody who, you know, conforms to the WWE, just goes along with it. And you got to be somebody who gets way over with the crowd and then makes a lot of money. And if you can do all those things, you'd be perfect and they'd probably go with you. But because Karrion Kross and Scarlett, you know, fancy themselves, you know, smarter than most other people, you know, it's and they're demanding things when they're kind of over, like a little bit over. It's just not going to fly with WWE people. And then you haven't signed a contract yet, and you seem to be indicating that you're not going to maybe sign a contract. You know, again, that's the problem. That's the problem. WWE doesn't need you, they think, and the less big you are, the less they need you, right? So if you're like a mega star, they kind of want you and they kind of need you. They don't need you still, right? They still don't need you. But if you're a mega star, they kind of want you. And if you're a star, you know, they'd like to have you. And then if you're just kind of like, you're over and doing really well, they could take it or leave it. They could take you or leave you. And then if you give them a bunch of reasons to be annoying, they'd rather just leave you. You know, you don't want to play ball with us. Okay, we can go make another one. It's not a big deal. So that's what's going on, in my opinion, here. All those things are adding up and leading to why we are where we are with this situation with Scarlett. That's what's up. We got a Cash App question coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a big one. There it is. That's right. The money man himself, Music Maniacs, YR, coming in with the $35 Cash App donation, man. Thank you, brother. He wants me to gamble, but we got to hit a higher number to gamble than that, because I'll just keep that, because that'll pay the bills, brother. But yes, tonight we may, thank you for that. We may gamble tonight. I don't know. We hit these amounts, we're going to go live till midnight. We hit 300, we're going to gamble $100. We hit $100, we'll go live till 10. We might be live till 10 anyway, to be honest, with that 100. We'll just go live a little bit longer. And then $50, we'll go live on Friday. We're close to that one. And like I said, $500 will go live. We'll go live for the next 5 days in a row. And I'll gamble $100. That's all. If those things happen tonight, awesome. If they don't, we'll see what happens. What are we at right now? Let's see what we're at right now. We're at, well, we're pretty much at the 50 almost. So, yeah, it looks like we're at 48 right now. So we're close to the 50. So the total right now is 50. We're trying to raise money for the show. For me to keep going. I appreciate all the donos and everybody who's doing that. We'll read your donations, whether it's on Cash App, Super Chat, Super Thanks, whatever the hell it is. Streamlabs is pinned to the top of the chat. PayPal.me/JoeCroninShow. However you do it, thank you very much. Of course, we'll take phone calls tonight, 339-298-1600. We'll go to the phone lines. We'll go to the phone lines in a minute. So if you want to be on, just make sure you call right now. We'll get you on, and just keep calling. If you can't get through here or there, call in. We'll try to get you on. It's a lot of calls. Also want to remind people to follow the Facebook, facebook.com/Joe Cronin Show. If you're a boomer like we are now, we are on Facebook, and the Facebook is blowing up. We've gained over 30,000 followers the last 3 months. 30,000 followers. We're now at 36,000 followers on Facebook.com/Joe Cronin Show. So join everybody else and come on over to the Facebook and follow us there as well, because we got a lot of followers, and we put up a lot of videos and a lot of entertaining things on there. So check it out and enjoy. Thursday Night Football's going down right now. We're going to play more of this Scarlet and Karrion Kross, Killer Kross podcast. We're going to play more from it in just a couple of minutes. It's a very fascinating. I mean, we've only played now 3 minutes of it, and I've been talking for 30 minutes. I mean, it's endless content. Their commentary on the situation is really bringing out a lot of information. 919, hello.
What's going on, Jeff? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound kind of shitty, but I can hear you.
Hold on, let me change my speaker to my Bluetooth.
Oh,
All
okay.
Right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you sound better now.
All right, I was on my earpiece. Yeah, I'm gonna switch topics from Karrion Kross to Drew. Drew is he was 5 years ago the king of wrestling in WWE, and he's taken a major back seat. And I feel bad for the guy.
Wait, you don't think? Wait a second. You don't think he was? You don't think he was doing really good stuff when he was feuding with Punk?
He was doing great stuff, but I mean, he wasn't the champ.
But I mean, I don't care if he's the champ. Oh, I just hung up on you. My bad. Call back, DJ. I'm sorry. I tried to stop the other ringing, and I actually hit the wrong button. Call back, man. We'll get you on here. I gotta fix my settings real quick. Okay, let's see. Yeah, just call right back. We'll get you on. Okay. There you go. All right. I think I fixed the problem. Go ahead. So I thought Drew McIntyre was on top of the world when he was feuding with Punk.
I mean, he was on top of the world with Punk, but he's never going to get over Punk. He's never going to get over Cody Rhodes. He's never going to get over those guys. He's going to be below those guys, and I feel bad for him because he's just not going to get over those guys. He's not going to get over Roman. We saw that, and I feel bad for him. He's just going to be below these guys until he leaves and goes elsewhere.
But he's going to be in WWE for another 3 years or something. He's got a big contract.
He would have to renegotiate and have a good-ass agent to do something else.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah. He would have to do something for Triple H. I don't know what, but he would have to do something. He would have to do something big for Triple H.
What does that mean?
Well, no, maybe he would go Hollywood. I don't know.
What the hell are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? He'd have to go to Hollywood? What does that mean? They don't want anybody going to Hollywood.
He did do an acting movie with Dave.
But who cares? What the hell does that matter?
Well, I just don't see. He's not being booked good enough, man. He's just.
No, I agree. Listen, there's a problem. WWE is retarded right now with people. They don't book Drew the right way. They didn't book Karrion Kross really the right way. It was like they kind of cared a little bit, but not really. So I agree with that.
The main event guys are AEW guys, former AEW guys.
Yeah. And those AEW guys are former WWE guys.
They are. Well,
so what the hell does that mean? What do you say? I'm trying to figure out what you're saying is what I'm trying to figure out. Trying to figure out what you're saying. That's you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're saying. Triple H said years ago that.
I won't say this. I feel like WWE has done a total 180. They've done a total 180. They're not doing what they're supposed to. They're not doing the right thing. They're not giving the audience a good booking.
Well, I'll agree with that. They're not doing a good job, booking people. I'll agree with that. If that's the statement after all that, then yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, the story's not being told good enough. It's just not good. The story's not good. The
Unknown callers on the phone with us now. Hello.
Yo, patch me in, motherfucker.
You're in, brother.
All right, so if Boston, we'll off subject real quick, but if your team wins, Bruins, we're going to party tonight, brother.
If the Bruins win tonight against, I don't even know who the Bruins are playing tonight.
Bro, they did Ottawa, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I literally got home from work and I went right to this. So I don't
My
even
bad,
know.
my bad.
Yeah, my life's
How-
fucked, brother. I don't know.
Come on. Yo, get with the audience out there, man. Fucking Joe Cronin.
Are you on drugs too? What is going on right now?
No, I'm getting a little emotional and so. Because yesterday was such a proud moment for me. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I don't
bro,
want to.
you have no idea how hard it was for me to not call you some kind of a homosexual with that shark tooth around your neck and the Picasso hat and wearing sunglasses. And then the first thing Kenny Bolin says is talks about how he doesn't like homophobes. So then I refrained from calling you a faggot, which is what I wanted to call you. But I'm not a homophobe. I like gay people, but he just it was kind of crazy. But we have a lot of people on the call right now. I'm just kind of merging.
yeah, about wrestling in general.
Hold on one second. Hold on, DJ. Hang on one second, and YR. Hang on one second. Let's put 848 on the phone. Hello.
Wait. Let's so Joe, what do you think about CM Punk being champion?
Oh, I know it's RP. Listen, CM Punk will I don't know, bro. He might be champion now until WrestleMania. So I don't.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Do you
Yeah,
think
he's definitely gonna
do you want Punk to be champion and then like Drew McIntyre wins the Rumble?
Nah, I'm just glad that Punk has some WWE gold, bro. That's a middle finger to all the AEW fanboys and all the haters. Number one. That's all where I'm at with
Drew
it.
McIntyre to win the Rumble. I would love for Drew McIntyre to win the Rumble and choose CM Punk. That would be epic.
Yeah. So how about what if they did that?
They're not going to do.
They're not going to. Yeah, probably not. But they should be happy with Drew now because Drew did sign with them. You know, I think a lot of this stuff with them not really liking Karrion Kross that much, I think a lot of that was because they thought he wasn't going to sign, and guess what? He didn't. So they were afraid to commit to him, and that explains everything. But Drew McIntyre has signed with them for years, so maybe they will push Drew McIntyre still going forward.
Karrion Kross is a big.
Hang on one second. Hang on one second. A lot of people on. We're going through phone calls really quickly because there's so many. 516, hello.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? You're live. How you doing?
Oh, I just wanted to say, man, like, what in the blue hell are they doing with Randy Orton's booking? Like, what do you think about that?
Isn't Randy Orton injured still?
Is he?
Yeah, I believe he's injured or he tweaked something. So, yeah, I think that at first he tweaked something and then they shelved him for like a couple of weeks. And then I think he might have even come back for a second and then it turned out to be worse than they thought. So then he went away. And am I wrong? Have we seen Randy recently? I don't even know.
We haven't.
Exactly. Yeah. So he's still injured. Something's wrong. Which is not good, as you know, because he's been injured so many times, and it's like, man, like what a setback. And I honestly don't know if the two recent injuries are related, like they're the same injury, or if it's like he hurt himself a little bit and then hurt himself real bad the next time. So I don't know what's up with that. But the rumor was first War Games. He's going to be back for that, and I don't think that's true at all. And if you remember, that's when he came back last year. I think they might be holding Randy back until, believe it or not, the Royal Rumble. and which, yeah, it's not good. From what I understood, it's a nagging injury, and they're trying to be overcautious about it because they want him to come back by the Rumble for a WrestleMania season push. So they're just being real careful with it.
Yeah.
I also think he was filming something too, so it could be a mix of everything. I don't know.
Well, I don't know if Orton was in the original plans for War Games, but I do think they could replace him with Ryback. What do you think?
No, well, you could replace Ryback because Ryback's also got injury problems. So bring him back too. He's a Mr. fucking potato head as well. So
yeah, put me back in. Put me and my dead dog back in it. Finish my dog.
Okay, Ryback. Calm down. That's fucking crazy. Let's go to the donations.
Super chat party.
Here's a super chat.
Joe wore same kinda outfit last night side by side.
Yeah, kind of funny that I've got about the same outfit on right here that I had on with that old Kenny Bolin interview. Music Maniacs YR with another donation. Man, we got to get some other donators, man. You have fucking fun in the show yourself, for Christ's sake. Unbelievable.
Super chat party.
Here's another one from Music Maniacs.
Is being a crying baby Kross's gimmick annoying gay?
Yeah, I think that's what Karrion Kross has been doing. No, I like Karrion Kross and Killer Kross and Scarlet a lot. I think it's, again, they value themselves very highly, and WWE didn't as much. And when you don't want to sign a contract with WWE under their terms, they value you even less, apparently. And I think that's what we're seeing here, or what we did see. I don't know. 423, hello.
Hey, Joe, this is James Levon. I really enjoy your show and everything, man. Listen to it all the time. Just wanted to, first time calling you. I think right now, would you agree that wrestling's not? Do you think WWE storytelling's kind of stale?
Oh yeah. Like, I mean, this is bad. It's just very cookie cutter. It feels like we're living in autopilot AI, or even WWE, the video game. Like, it's just sort of like, hey, fill in the feud, fill in the matches, and just let it play. It's all good. We don't gotta really think too much about this. And I think the reason is because WWE used to be focused on the writing and the stories and the week-to-week show, number one, because they wanted to make money. So it used to be that, hey, let's focus on really entertaining the crowd because we want to make money. But now they're more focused on making money on the side. Like, it's it's just it's too tantalizing to think about, wow, wouldn't it be cool if we did a show in Washington, or like, wouldn't it be cool if we went to Afghanistan, or whatever the hell they're doing behind the scenes. So people like that are thinking these big picture marketing, booking, promoting ideas. They're not thinking about like the creative behind the week to week show, and that would drive money. They're thinking about how just making these business decisions drives money. So that's the reason I think we're getting this lackluster storytelling and just plug and play, kind of set it and forget it, cruise control, boring stuff.
Right. And that's how I feel. Like I know like SmackDown's the same thing every Friday. It's just nothing the side thing.
Right.
We got the John Cena tournament thing. That's, I guess, I'll get people viewing in. But other than that, you got the Cody stuff. Most of my friends are tired of Cody. They're just tired of seeing him on there.
Yeah. No, I agree. Oh yeah. You're right.
But but before I get off there, what do you think about this TNA and WWE partnership? You think it's going down, or do you think it's okay?
I think it's actually okay. I think it's kind of working out for them all. I mean, I don't know if it's doing. It's got to be doing something for everybody, like a little bit. I don't know what the ratings are for TNA and whatever, but there's some crossover, a little bit. I mean, TNA has been putting together some pretty good shows for the most part, last couple of years. So with WWE acquiring them, or not acquiring them. They didn't acquire them. They're just like you said. They're partnered
right.
in a way.
Right.
Yeah, I sort of think it kind of just helps everybody a little bit, but I think it's good for TNA, I guess.
Oh yeah, it's great for TNA because I like I said, my friend WWE gave TNA this partnership a shot in the arm, and Triple H is going to probably do what Vince did, take all their good talent away from them.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And that's what's going to happen. I mean, that's what happened, Joe. I mean, I like TNA's the next guy, but TNA's doing good. But WWE's been their backbone. It's been I mean, it's only been for NXT. It hasn't been for the roster. And I'd like to see more of the TNA guys come into the roster and show up on there and not just NXT.
Yeah, you're right. I like the mix. It doesn't hurt. I like it. It injected something into TNA and it helps WWE be a little more diverse with talent. So it's kind of fun. I'll take it.
Yeah, I do like AEW's women's tag team tournament, by the way.
Yeah, I'll do that. AEW's women are the best thing that they have going. I even think the WWE women's stuff is probably the better stuff going there too. So kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm a fan of Megan Baines. I think she's really good. For AEW, I think all the women are good in AEW. I just think this tournament's going to help certain people get their time in the spotlight, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing about AEW is they don't have enough storylines either. But they have kind of a lot of times they have the solid wrestling, so that's good. But they really could use some storylines there too. They don't have that either. So no one's delivering the fun story content right now to me.
Right, yeah, and they're not. I mean, I've been watching I've been watching JCW wrestling. I've been watching other different wrestling besides the big ones like some of the MLW a little bit.
Everybody keeps mentioning JCW now. All of a sudden, JCW is like on the map. All of a sudden, it's crazy.
Well, I like it. I mean, it's different, Joe. It's not like you're the same old routine every Monday Night Raw stuff, but it's different. That's why people like it. And also, Vince Russo's writing for them now. So.
Yeah, JCW feels like if Shotgun Saturday Night and like ECW maybe sort of like made love or something like that. That's kind of what I don't know. So like I know what you're saying. It's got that sort of after 1 a.m. wrestling show that you caught late night on the Rabbit Ears like vibe a little bit.
Yeah, it does. It's just one of the things where it's something different. So
I like it. Good point. Thanks for the call, man. You're awesome. That was a good call. Yeah, I agree with him. A lot of people have been telling me JCW. People want me to do commentary for JCW. I've been seeing that everywhere. Yeah, you reach out to them and get that to happen, and 100% we would do it. Because I heard their commentary and yikes, but they could use some good commentary. I'll tell you that. I think either way, color or play-by-play, either one. I'll do either one. I would love to be the Bobby the Brain, but I'll also do the play-by-play. JCW, baby. We'll put the Insane Clown Posse stuff on. We'll go crazy. It'll be unbelievable. It'll be a bunch of juggalos in the forest. All right? I will tattoo juggalo on my balls, if you want to take me. YR, you drop $200. We'll gamble it, brother, or we'll gamble 100. It's up to you. But he did drop some, so we'll see about that. Phone lines are still open. Let's play a little bit more of this unbelievable interview. Scarlett and Karrion Kross on the Coach and Bro Show. Pretty amazing. And we once again have to play that clip of Coachman with whatever it was that he said. That was crazy. Is this the clip?
To put the shirt back up.
Listen to this again. This is
The shirt kept going off the site.
Oh, no, that's not it. Hold on. Let's find it because it's crazy. Okay, here it is. I found it. Here it is.
Their pocket. They're taking money out of.
This is the most. I bless your heart, Coachman. I love you. I would do your show and you should do mine, but this is the most dumb thing I've ever heard. This is the most tardest thing.
Your pocket at the end of the day for your merch checks that come every 3 months. I this is crazy to me. It absolutely is. I don't think I've ever in my history of 20 years in the business heard of somebody getting over on their own and they didn't want to run with it. You then,
I mean, do you have a tumor, Coachman? Do you have a fucking tumor in your brain? God forbid. What? Like, I'm sorry. All your credibility. Like I said, I really like Coachman, and this is a great show. No doubt about it. Love him. Love him. I mean, is he even paying attention to what he's saying? Or is he just saying stuff? I mean, that can't be real. He can't be paying attention to what he's saying.
They're taking money out of your pocket at the end of the day for your merch checks that come every 3 months. This is crazy to me. It absolutely is. I don't think I've ever in my history of 20 years in the business heard of somebody getting over on their own and they didn't want to run with it.
We could literally give you 100 examples of that. They want to run with it when you're really, really over and when they want to. Coachman, come on, bro. Coaching, bro? More like Coachman, come on, bro. Bro, what are you saying, bro? Here's the thing, bro. What are you saying, bro? If Vince Russo should have cut him off right there, bro, and should have said, what the fuck, Coachman, are you saying? Can we go back to Vince? Because Vince has a look on his face like he accepts what Coachman is saying here. Like, but then again, can we really trust a guy who's got a grandfather sweatshirt on and woman's scrunchies around his microphone that looks kind of crusty? I want to see Vince Russo's face when Coachman just tells this whopper of a lie.
Of course, it means the world to us to be there. And
Their pocket. They're taking money out of your pocket at the end of the day for your merch checks that come every 3 months. This is crazy to me. It absolutely is. I don't think I've ever in my history of 20 years in the business heard of somebody getting over on their own and they didn't want to run with it. You then, when your contract came up, another thing I heard you say, which is very much inbound.
He didn't even flinch, really. I can't believe Russo didn't go like, well, like, or interrupt that at all. He even just accepted it. What are we saying? Like, what are we saying on that show? I like Vince Russo going to JCW. I guess it's created a buzz from a small majority of people, but it's created some buzz that people are talking about it, and people keep talking more and more about JCW. So, give it up for the posse over there, bro, because they're getting some buzz. We've mentioned JCW on this show now, I think, for like 5 weeks straight, and that was even before Vince Russo was there. So I don't know, dude. They're doing something right over there because it's coming across to shows like this, and sure. What do we got? A couple of hundred people will see this. Well, that's a couple hundred people that have, 20 or 30 of them might check out JCW. And then how many other podcasts? Thousands and thousands of people everywhere, all over the place, and they're mentioning it. So they're getting some, they're getting some minor buzz out there a little bit. And it's working for them. Shit bum.
Joe, I'm calling and you hung up.
Oh, well, you call back DJ Glaze. We got the phone lines are still open. They're ready to go. And love to have you on. There's no doubt about it. Where does JCW take place? Aren't they probably in Detroit, where the Insane Clown Posse are from, or something? So they probably have their friends on commentary or something. But I appreciate that. I know several people. I mean, I know that the Road Dogg in WWE thinks that I have really good commentary. And he really likes the commentary that I do. And the Road Dogg really enjoys it. Right, Brian, if you're out there? So we got that, but WWE won't call me. We got Tommy Dreamer. I believe he's in TNA still. Tommy Dreamer, who loved the commentary. Oh my God, Joe. He's in TNA. A lot of people in a lot of places. Those are just a couple examples I can think of people, you know what I mean? And never mind other people. So, yeah, JCW, I don't know who's in charge of that stuff, but they probably have their friends doing that stuff, man. I pretty much gave up on that. The phone will never ring. The phone will never ring. But I will get DMs from people all over the place, and I will get tweets and X's about, oh my God, you should be calling wrestling. But they won't pick up the phone and call, so it is what it is. People are either lying to me or they're... But why would they go out of their way to message me and tell me these things on their own without me saying anything to them first? You know? It's kind of weird. It's weird that so many people who are involved in so many wrestling companies would DM me and say, hey, man, I want to tell you something. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. That's really nice of you. Thank you. It's like in Hollywood when people are like, I got this movie role for you. And then it never happens. Like that happens all the time in Hollywood. That's like my life. My life is being messaged over the past 10 years like 50 times or 80 times by different people involved in companies telling me like they're going to do this, that, and the other thing. And like, make sure you're by your phone, or can you send me XX or this? And then nothing happens. That's my life. It's been that way for 10 years now. So I never expect anything, and I don't believe anything until I see it, and it doesn't happen anyway. But it is nice, I guess, that people think to reach out to me. I mean, that's really cool. That's pretty cool, man. That's an accomplishment right there, I guess, because it's pretty meaningful when someone I consider to be a legend or legends or people that like I grew up in like loving and being entertained by, and now they're calling me or texting me or DMing me to say, hey, we're going to do this because you are really blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's really fucking flattering and cool. I mean, I will say that. I'm never going to make it, but I really appreciate it. Anyway, thank you for saying that. And I'm sure JCW would be no different than any of those other places, you know, that never did anything. But at least I got a hug, you know? Back to some more. We got more audio from this. I mean, it's just a crazy interview on the Coach and Bro show, on Behind the Turnbuckle Studios, whatever name and moniker they're going by. They really talked a lot about the WWE situation. It's pretty crazy.
Strategic on their end?
Yeah, strategic and very gross. So.
You know, Kross Scarlet, I think there's two things going on here, and I can say that like having been in the spot that I was in. I think there's two things going on. First of all, I think it is the kiss of death when you are smarter than the people you're working for.
No doubt.
Because let's face it, they have a roster full of people, like you just said.
I don't necessarily think it's that they're smarter than everybody in the WWE stuff, whatever. I don't think it's that. I think it's when you're smarter than, you know, being a foot soldier. You're just too smart for your role. But yeah, I mean, that's basically what Russo is saying anyway. I'm just saying, like, you know.
Ready to fall in line, yes sir, no sir, whatever you want. They've got a locker room full of those people. You have two educated people come along asking smart, intelligent questions. They don't like to be questioned. Why? Because everybody else is falling in line. Why don't you fall in line? And then kiss of death number 2. You made the mistake of getting yourself over. Now, if I'm in creative and I can't get you over, you know how paranoid everybody is in wrestling. So now you go out there and get yourself over. Guess what? I couldn't get you over, so I'm not doing my job. All that stuff that is such an asset to the company, that's the stuff that comes back and bites you in the ass. And honestly, I don't know what you're supposed to do about it. You know, the type of individuals that the both of you are, that is how you conduct business. That is how you handle yourself. That is how you carry yourself. And you certainly don't want to change that to become part of the system. So with all due respect, at the end of the day, It's never going to work out there anyway. Scarlett, I will never forget this, and you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. All of a sudden, Scarlett gets her big promo. They give you one word. Do you remember that promo? That's a Kross. That's a rib. That is an absolute rib. When you're telling this beautiful, intelligent female, hey, listen, just say this one word. That is a rib. And that is the problem with the wrestling business. People like you cannot get to the level you deserve to be at and you should be at because you're a threat to a lot of people above you. And man, that is such a shame for the wrestling business, man, because
God damn. Scarlett looks like she's ready to, she's being so glazed. She's like, man, I might have to sit on him. No, I don't know. They're being so glazed by Russo. It's wild. Like, Russo is ready to gobble their fucking giblets here. No wonder they did his show and not mine. He's going to gobble them.
You did everything in a respectful way, and where did it get you?
God, Charlotte is hot.
To a very strange conversation.
Quite honestly, carrying Kross is too. Killer Kross, you hear me? I'm coming for you, brother. Yeah, see, Killer Kross and Scarlett are like the Hollywood version of me and my wife. You know, we're like the regular ones. You know what I mean? This, see, me and my wife, we just look like the regular people that could be anyone right here. But Kross and Scarlett have got, they've got the Hollywood version. Like, if they could play, Kross and Scarlett should play me and Leah in the movie about me. The movie about Joe Cronin, who left a job to pursue a full-time YouTube career and did it for 7 years, and it was unbelievable. But then the whole world came crashing down, and he had to go back to work in 2021. And now I work 3 jobs, and I have no time to breathe. I think Scarlett and Kross could play us really well, you know, to be honest. See? We've got the couple thing going. We've got it going. I think it could work. Look at Russo. Who's going to play Russo? Who interviews us? Who's going to play Russo? Listen, bro, I've got whiter teeth than you, bro. And my glasses, bro, phenomenal glasses, bro. I've got women's pantyhose and scrunchies, bro, on my microphone, bro. All right.
Scarlett, you're not asked a lot of questions that I've seen in interviews. I'm thrilled that you're here today. Let me ask you a question, because when you guys are a duo, when everybody talks about the two of you, it's you as one. How frustrating was it that during this whole process at the end that you weren't even considered in the process?
It was kind of crazy because I was hired on my own before you were. So first time that we were hired, I was hired first. I was hired as a wrestler. I was coming off a very good run on the indies and an Impact. I was wrestling all the time. I was having shows named after me in international countries like Australia, which was awesome. So a lot of people in WWE had no idea I could even wrestle, which shows you how the casual viewers sometimes don't.
That still blows my mind that she was not, like, there's, I mean, there's gotta be something that we're missing about this whole thing, right? There's gotta be something that we're missing about this whole thing, because it still blows my mind that they wouldn't have offered her a contract or not wanted to put her on every billboard and on everything. I mean, that's just crazy. I just can't get over that. It seems wrong, to be honest. It seems wrong. Crazy. But anyway, if you guys want to speak up and say something about this situation or other situations, the donation link is pinned to the top of the chat, Streamlabs, or you can use Cash App or paypal.me/Joe Cronin Show, and I will play or write or say your comment of whatever you wish, or it will play as a donation, of course, if you send it that way. Thank you to Botch Club, for sending the dough on Cash App. And, of course, the Music Man as well for sending the 35. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you for that as we listen to this clip.
Just got some of the messages.
It's just pretty crazy. Pretty great interview by Coachman and Vince Russo today.
Only watches that. But when we were hired back the second time, Hunter called us back together. All the conversations happened together. I think I understood what was happening this time around. I could tell that it was, this is something I believe, so I have no proof of it. This is just my personal opinion. I thought it was me being used as leverage against him, because I do know that there's a lot of wives and partners out there that would pressure their significant other to take the money. Money's number one. Money's number one. I'm not like that. So I would imagine that talent relations doesn't deal with that very often, where money's not the first thing on their minds. So I think that's where I was coming from on it. I just told him to stand his ground, because at the end of the day, if you can't look at yourself in the mirror and if you have that bad gut feeling and you're saying yes to something, like, you know something's going to go wrong. Like, we just both knew.
Yeah. I wanted to just say too as well, before she went to WWE, and I'm sure the video still has to be up online. Conan will probably be able to tell us where it is. With AAA, she had one of the highest grossing viewed videos.
Still the highest grossing
for AAA on YouTube when she was working independently.
35 mil right now.
35 mil. So to give people an idea, a verified YouTube account, if you're a YouTube partner, if you have 1 million views and your account is verified on YouTube, I'm pretty sure that translates to approximately $10,000. 1 million views can translate to approximately $10,000.
I mean, it could if the video's long. Like, you have a 30-minute video, 1 million views could translate to 10,000, but not really. I mean, I'm not verified, so he's kind of right. Like, a verified video will get more than a non-verified video, I guess. But like, I'll show you right now. Here's my highest viewed video ever. Oh shit, look out, here comes a dono. Here comes
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard, I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Congrats to DJ Glaze for being one of the worst callers ever. Not even AI could figure out what he was talking about. Bark, bark.
Thank you so much, Pitbull Blonin. I really, really appreciate that, brother. Pitbull Blonin coming in with the $9. And got Denver and Raiders are going on right now. Pitbull Blonin, that will take us to with the other donation, actually, that will take us to the $63 mark. Oh, no, we got the other one, too. So, yeah, we're actually at $73. We are up to $73 right now, guys. And if you factor in the chart, right now we will definitely go live on Friday now because of your donations. And we will go live until 10 p.m. Well, we're gonna be live at least till 10 tonight anyway for free. But we're almost at the $100 mark, and I will gamble $100 if we get to $300. If we get to $500, I'll go live until midnight tonight, and I'll go live every day for the rest of the week. So, that's a pretty fun incentives, I think. Kind of fun incentives. I don't know, but we will gamble a couple of slots tonight, courtesy of the Music Man YR once again. So we'll do that as well. A lot of fun. And we'll see what happens. And all right, so back to thank you, Pitbull Blonin, for that donation. We love you, brother. No doubt about it. Oh shit, look out, we got more coming in. Look out! It's from the Music Maniac.
Do is me. All I want you to 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 do is me.
Joe, are you 9 inches?
You damn right. You damn right I'm not. No, I'm 6 inches. Music Maniacs, thank you, brother. But I'll tell you what, all 6 go all the way in. Let me tell you that, brother. Music Maniacs, what's up, dude? Scissor me. Scissor me, brother. We're talking about the wonderful podcast today with carrying Killer Kross and Scarlet Bordeaux on Coachman and Russo's show, Coach and Bro. It was really, really a great listen. You should go listen to the whole thing on their channels and podcasts and things. But they did say some asinine things. But we also heard a lot of very interesting things from Killer Kross and Scarlet, who have worked very hard independently at their own stuff. And they've been really good, man. We tried to get them on the show a while ago, but obviously, you know, we're so much less important. But they should come on this show and do the show, because every time someone leaves WWE and comes on this show, they go back to WWE and become a world champion. So, I mean, Drew, Cody Rhodes, I mean, endless examples. Go look up Joe Cronin Show interviews with people like Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, and etc., and you will see that these people end up becoming world champions. It's kind of unbelievable. So Scarlet and Killer Kross, we definitely should get them over here. Thank you to the Money Man for that Cash App. And the man himself, Botch Club. Guys, go to Botch Club on Instagram and follow Botch Club. The best botches, the most creatively hilarious crap. It's not even AI, right? If you're sick of AI stuff, there's no AI really on Botch Club. It's just well-edited, fun stuff. And a lot of it you may have never seen before. So it will make you laugh. It will make you interested. You will follow them, and you will look forward to the posts every day from Botch Club on Instagram. I'm telling you, over 130,000 other people love it, and you will too. Trust me. Okay.
Trust me and Damien. Damien tried to suck my dick. Damien, stop sucking my dick. That's what I told Damien.
Jake the Snake Roberts will be on later tomorrow. It'll be unbelievable. We'll have an amazing show. We only got a few minutes left unless you guys want to keep the party going here tonight, but let's listen to a little bit more of this because I got more. We're not done with the clips. There are plenty and plenty of clips from this wild podcast today where it was a very interesting listen.
So 35 million views on a video. That money basically was monetized.
Oh, that's right. He said that you could get $10,000 on a video viewed by 1 million views. So let me explain to you how that's not true. Here's my most viewed video ever when ad revenue was even better than it is now. Here you guys go. This is my most viewed video ever. 2.3 million views. 2.3 million views. You may have even subscribed to me because of this video. And it made about $2,000. So Killer Kross said about $10,000 per million. But here's a video that's, you know, only made $2,000. However, if Killer Kross was talking about a video that was like 30 minutes long, then yes, it could be true. Because a 10-minute video would make about $2,500. So and then a 20-minute video would probably make about $3,800, and a 30-minute video could potentially make about $5,000, right? So maybe. And if you're verified, then yes, you'd have more premium advertising. So you might be able to hit that, but I don't think so. I think a million views is more around the $3,000 to $5,000 mark, to be honest, from a verified person. But I could be incorrect, but I've been doing this a long time and seen a lot of video scores. I've seen analytics from other YouTubers who are bigger than me. And yeah, I don't know about that. Unless you did a 2-hour video. If you did a 2-hour video that got 1 million views, then yes, you could say that might be a $10,000 video. Yes, that's true. So it really all comes down to what Killer Kross meant by how long the video being watched is. Play your fucking clips. Unbelievable. How's everybody doing? What's up, Bruce? What's up, John? What's up, JPEG? What's up, everybody else? Good to have you guys here. Hope you guys can click that like button. Who's going to win, Denver or the Raiders? Let me know. Let's go back to the clip because it's an amazing one.
AAA. So there was tons of value here for her as an independent talent prior to her even getting to WWE that could have been utilized in a variety of different ways. So, I mean, she was well on her way, independently prior to getting there.
I would joke with Phoenix and Pentagon that I was the greatest luchador of all time. I was going to give you a AAA. We just all joke together.
Phoenix would be like, hey, maybe I give you a skeleton mask.
Yeah.
He's the best.
That'd be
Both
funny.
of them are the best.
It wouldn't have been as surprising, I guess, if they didn't want to talk to me if I hadn't had good matches on the house shows. They had told me when I had a singles match with Lyra, you did great. Match with Rhea, mixed tag, you did great. With Nikki, they're always happy with me. Like, they're not trying to tell me to adjust anything I'm doing to wrestle differently. So if I hadn't been performing at the level at which they wanted me to as a wrestler, I feel like
They would have 100% said something.
they would have said
Oh,
something.
of course, because you have to.
But I was there for every time they needed me to wrestle, and they said I did very well. So
yeah,
they needed me to wrestle more. I could have. I was there at all times.
It was strange.
Do you think that part of them doing that was in a way because organically when Triple H is sitting on a post show and they're clearly screaming your name and he goes, oh, Brock, yeah, Brock, and being disrespectful to the moment, it felt like to me watching, I was infuriated. And I don't even know you guys like Vince does. I'm angry because I was like, it's very hard to get to where you guys are. And I'm like, he's disrespecting them in the moment. Do you think it was a way, Kross, to say, yeah, we offered him something. He chose not to take it by not having an offer for her or not making it a monetary value that was factoring her into the equation to get you to say no so they could save a little face?
I have no idea. We had reached out to him prior to that and never heard anything back, which we thought was odd. But given his schedule, maybe he just got busy. It's possible.
He was probably, I would guess he was probably opening trading cards with Sam Roberts that day. If I had to guess, Kross, that's what he was probably wrapped up in. With all due respect,
you're
go ahead.
terrible.
Please finish the story.
Continue.
We hadn't heard back from him over a text, and then I assumed that we were going to speak after the first time we had spoken to the rep that they put on the phone with us, and when we didn't, it was just a series of things over like a 30-day period. All the guys at the bar were running up to me in the hotel, showing me the clip. And I don't know. I was already in like a displaced headspace because it was right after, it was the SummerSlam weekend, and we got called off of Raw. Everything felt like it was going in this direction already. So I wasn't even surprised when I saw the video. I wasn't even surprised.
Really?
Because I was like, this already on the way here has felt very strange. And in my mind, I was like, well, I guess we're more than likely going to be independent because this is just getting stranger and stranger. It was a strange series of months that I just got tunnel vision, and I was like, I don't care what's happening right now, what anybody's saying, the weird merch stuff. I'm going to try to make the best of this. I'm going to try to keep the car on the tracks, and hopefully all of this becomes something I can laugh about one day. And I mean, I can laugh about it now.
You were laughing about it then too.
We were laughing about it then. But I mean, like, to have a really, they have a good hard laugh about it. At the time, I was like,
I still want to talk to Brock. I want to know what he thought because we're all super cool. So I want to know what he thought. Like, were they saying Kross or Brock? Because I want to know what Brock thought.
100% Brock was not watching. I had no idea about it, but I was
Like, what?
planning on bringing it up to him when I saw him. So,
I don't know, man. It's funny now because when you know, and listen, it's nothing against them, and I'm not saying this to you know, insult them in any way at all. But when you watch SmackDown now, you have Aleister Black and Zelina Vega in your spot. That was the Kross Scarlet spot. Hello, that was it. And with all due respect, you've got the B team.
Yeah, but with all due respect, they probably did it for less money. That's exactly the problem right there. You figured it out. They offered them a deal, and they said, well, if they don't take it, we've got this other idea with Aleister Black. It's like the same thing anyway. We'll just do that. And guess what? That's what they're doing. So no hard feelings. They made the better business decision. And of course, so I think we just, did we not? I think we might have just solved the whole, we might have just answered the question why this went the way it went.
When you had the A team, talking to you guys and Coach, just us having this conversation, Coach and I talk about this all the time. This is the wrestling business. Because listen, if it's not about jealousy, if it's not about pettiness, if it's not about insecurity, then the only thing it could be about is you've got people that are in spots and they're incompetent. I don't want to believe these people are incompetent. I really don't want to be that. So if they're not incompetent, if they're smart, then it's got to be something else. You know, let me ask you something, Kross. Did you feel like when we go back to that press conference, do you feel like that was the point in time where you were now in no man's land, or were you guys feeling that well before that?
I felt it way before that. I felt like everyone was just trying to keep a straight face.
Was there an instant though? Did something happen where you started feeling that way?
Firing AOP for me.
Yeah, at the beginning of the year. The beginning of the year with AOP and Ellering going out. And I don't even think they spoke with Honor afterwards, which I thought was odd. Maybe they've spoken by now. I'm not sure. Paul and I talk every once in a while. I talk to the guys all the time, but it's never about work. Next time I'm in Minnesota, I'm having breakfast with Paul. But yeah, I thought that was odd because that was when the group just started hitting its stride. So like inside baseball.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that group was not doing well to me. Like, I was not enjoying that. Really, I didn't care. I don't think many people cared at all. It wasn't doing well. So I will say, I believe that. I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering, but you know, just to play devil's advocate, to defend WWE on this one, because I like Karrion Kross a lot. I just think that group it wasn't working out really. And I think WWE did maybe pull the plug early on it, but I also wasn't enthralled by it either. So hitting its stride, maybe he would know better than me because he was in the group, and you know what I mean? But even if it did hit its stride, maybe as a creative unit, it wasn't making any shows good, and it wasn't making me like the product or like it. So I don't know, man. I don't think it wasn't working.
I felt like the group was put together for the functionality of being a short-term hurdle for a babyface group to work with us for a short period and then go up to a PLE and lose to like a top heel group that's like on a higher end salary.
So there you go. You thought the whole group was a short-term nothing deal, and then it ended up being a short-term nothing deal. So what the fuck are we surprised about? You know, what are we surprised about then? You thought it was going to be a nothing short group, and it was. What are we surprised about?
what I thought we were engineered for.
You know?
But I tried my best to pull something together. Like I came up with merchandising ideas for Final.
Yeah, and again, that's something they probably didn't care about because they're like, listen, the group sucks, nobody cares, and you want to keep coming up with merchandising ideas, but merchandising ideas for what? Nobody really cares that much. And it's not doing well, so what the fuck is the point in the merchandising ideas? This is like when somebody launches a YouTube channel and they spend all their time thinking about merchandise ideas and creating a Patreon and all this stuff, and it's like, then they launch the channel, it's not that good, and then they don't sell anything, and they're like, oh man, I don't get it. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Nobody cares about you yet. You can't launch merchandise before you have something that hits with everybody. So that, I don't know, that's what, you know what I mean? So that's why that didn't work.
Testament, a basic, sort of like an occultic symbol on the shirt that's very basic. I came up with the formation for the entrance.
Remember how this went for Bray Wyatt? He had to practically blow somebody.
I worked with the lighting crew. I was doing all of that. We didn't have any of that laid out for us at all. Scarlett and I had basically put together music samples, and we sent it into music and said, would you guys mind trying to play a song that kind of sounds like this?
I had to do a whole music theory thing that told them that it wasn't going to be copyrighted and literally write out the notes to be like, no, this is the beat. It was the whole thing.
The drums, like we were heavily involved with it. I wanted to make it bigger
Should have called Joe Cronin. He would have wrote it for you. I would have wrote it for you.
than what it felt like he was being booked as. And when we started working with the Wyatts, that ended early, abruptly. One day we'll be able to get more into that. It's not my story to tell, but it ended abruptly, and it ended right after we went over on them.
Which wasn't meant to happen.
Well, it wasn't meant, well,
No, not the end. Not the end.
yeah, that wasn't supposed to be the end, right? They were supposed to be up by the end of it all, but we were having, we were all working together, and Miz was with us. So the chemistry that Miz and I could play off of was a blast. It was fun, totally selfless. Coach, you knew Miz, you worked with him. I love that guy.
Hell yeah, love that guy.
Yeah. I like The Miz. Like the real guy behind the scenes, The Miz. I like him. I like the real guy. For sure. These guys don't care about their careers enough. Too much passiveness. Stone Cold was back there giving Vince hell. It's true. But you could do that then. Now what do you do? You know what I mean? Now what do you do? Anyway, go listen to the full interview, the podcast. It's really informative, really good. I could do 7 hours on this. We'll probably do more on this podcast because there's so much more to talk about, to be honest. But, you know, I'm strained for time tonight, so I've got to go. But before we go, we're going to gamble with the money that was sent to me on the side by the Music Man. So if anybody has any questions, comments, or things they want to say, feel free to let me know in the comments here as we continue to stream here. And while you do that, I will go ahead and get this going. We're gonna do Rotten Spins maybe again tonight. They went really well last night. Unknown caller. We got the phone lines
Hey,
open
Joe,
still.
real quick.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, you find the gambling game that's it's literally digital rock paper scissors.
Yeah, I have that on here.
You seen that? Oh, you got to do that, bro. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's viral too.
Is it
All right,
viral?
hit that. Thank you.
Is it
Yeah,
viral?
see, I mean, people be getting life-changing money winnings from that. So
Yeah, but you got to have that much to bet on it.
we'll see what the odds are and stuff.
Are you talking about Rock Paper Cash? It just came out a couple days ago.
No, it's literally like rock, paper, scissors. I mean, I guess that's what it's called, I guess. Huh?
This one's called Rock Paper Cash. There's a couple of different ones. Let me see if I have it. Hold on.
Yeah, see if you can do it, Danny. I want to see your reaction on the stream. All right, thank you.
All right. I don't know. It might be this one. I don't know, man. There's a couple of different ones. YR Music Man. I don't know if it's this one. Is it this one? I can't show this one because this one is the one that's by the company. and you can't show the company by YouTube terms. Let's do like a 4-cent bet. Play. I'm gonna go scissors. He did rock. I lost. Go scissors. I won. So I won 4 cents. I won 12 cents that time. All right, we're up. I don't know if this is the one you're talking about, YR, but I don't know if this is the one you're talking about. Is this the one you're talking about? I'm throwing scissors again. I'm just gonna keep throwing scissors. I'm gonna cash out. All right, I won like 20 cents. You know? Joe Scarlet looks like your wife. Wow. Yeah, kind of like, she kind of does look like Leah. Again, I think they're like the Hollywood version of us. You know? Yeah, kind of. She kind of does remind me of Leah. Like I said, they're the Hollywood version of us, kind of. Yeah. A little bit. I mean, she'll definitely take that, right? She would definitely take it. Leah looks like Scarlet a little bit. I mean, Scarlet's how old is Scarlet? 28 or something? Does anybody remember how old Scarlet is? Because Kross is 40. Kross, I think, is 40 years old, but I think Scarlet's like 26, 8, 30. I don't know. She's younger. How old is Scarlet? Somebody's got to figure this out. Yeah, I think she looks different, but my wife looks different, but yeah, I could see what you're saying. Scarlet is 34. Oh, so she's older. She's a little bit older. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. My wife also doesn't wear a lot of makeup ever. So it's like different to look at someone who's always lathered in makeup and my wife who really, she doesn't wear a lot of makeup. But she was wearing makeup like in this video here. She's wearing makeup here. But not a lot. She's not even wearing a lot of makeup in this video. She's just got some on. But like if she lathered herself in makeup, she might look more like Scarlet because Scarlet has so much makeup I can't really tell what Scarlet really looks like. But yeah, I suppose, yeah. They've got that look. Well, my wife's hair is straightened right there too. Like my wife has really curly hair. So like my wife's hair is curly. Like strawberry blonde curly. You know what I mean? Like frizzy curls. But yeah. Yeah, like I don't know, but Leah's gonna be 39 and Scarlett's 34, so she is younger. Yeah, see Leah's hair, this was from last week or whatever. She was just in the kitchen doing something and I took a picture of her. And, no makeup or anything really. But her hair is still straightened here, but normally it's curly. She's got this photo of her just like looking downward. But yeah, even the AI photo, her hair is like straightened. But yeah, it's usually curly. Like that's Leah when she was like 28 right there, 26, 28. So it's like her hair is straight though. Yeah, the hair is different. Interesting though. Interesting. But yeah, go listen to that whole podcast. It's great. I definitely recommend it, man. If you didn't hear it, you got to hear it. Man, look at my Instagram photos. Look at my Instagram photos. I mean, my eyes are just my eyes will pierce your soul. Look at those eyes. Icicle eyes. I'm like a White Walker right here. Like, that'll pierce your soul. What are we doing right now? Anyway, let's go back to we're supposed to be gambling. We're talking about what we look like, I guess. Yeah, so that paper, rock, scissors can't be right. Like, that can't be the right one. There's got to be a better one that he's talking about. You know? That can't be right.
Super chat party.
Super chat coming in from Music Maniacs.
The Rock versus Cena Bull and kinda confirmed it.
The Rock versus Cena. Yeah, I mean, it does feel like that. So a long time ago, you guys remember that I said I wanted and thought that The Rock would be John Cena's final opponent. And it is very possible that The Rock could be John Cena's final opponent. No doubt about it. John Cena's final opponent could be The Rock.
Super chat
for sure.
party.
Eamon talks with Kross and many wrestlers about coming on here.
Hey, man, producer YR, we need you because I don't have the time to do it anymore. So, producer YR, you could be the producer of the Joe Cronin Show, YR. And, yeah, you could really do some damage. So, Music Maniacs, thank you, brother. Get them all on here. Get them on, get them on, get them on.
Super chat party.
Coachman has autism, my heart, our daddy Joe.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Coachman has autism? Jesus. Jesus Christ, YR. That's crazy. It's all good, man. We love you guys. All right.
You raised a piece of shit.
What's this?
Kross is a legend in his own mind. Let's keep the donations.
TT.
Donations. Coming.
TT, thank you. TTSSYF. Thank you for the 316.
Austin 316 says I just whooped your ass.
Wow, my voice is so fucked up I can't even do Austin right now. Jesus.
If you smell what
oh, look out!
Hollywood is cooking. It's
cooking babies.
Adrenochrome, Brandy and Cody, your mix, baby, will do. So give me the both of you.
The Rock, the Rock, the Rock, the Rock, the Rock.
Want your soul.
Then the Rock, the Rock, the Rock, the Rock, the Rock, the
Then the Rock
wants your soul.
Was good, hope you're well. WWE been lackluster lately. The behind the gorilla position shit is more spicy.
Right?
Leaving America for a few months might not come back if this goes more to shit. Much love, Joe and JCS family.
Damn, Most Blaze. Man, we would lose a really good one in Moss Blaze.
I've been going to wrestling shows for over 30
Moss
years.
Blaze, thank you so much, man, for the $10. Holy shit. Guys, we've hit $100.
That my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Will you review the Michael Jackson trailer?
Probably, but I'd probably do it off air and then upload the video. That way I can try to get everything in with avoiding copyright stuff and trimming things if I can. But yeah, I'd like to do that because, I mean, I really like, we all love Michael Jackson for the most part, you know, assuming he's wasn't a diddler, which hopefully he was not. But Michael Jackson, the entertainment guy, he seemed like he had a big heart. We really kind of like Michael Jackson. I assume he was set up and he never did anything to kids. But it could be that he did, but I hope to God he didn't, because I like him so much music-wise that it would be disgusting to find that out. So I hope not. But a very weird guy, but a wonderful entertainer for sure. So yeah, I would love to do that. And holla back. But we do have one spin. We're going to only be able to do one or two rotten spins for the Music Man. Here we go. The other day we did these spins and we turned $45. We don't have $45 tonight to do. We've only got a little bit of money to do it tonight. But the other night, we turned $45 into $300. We actually turned it into $500, but then we lost some of it. But that was huge, man. That was unbelievable. We were able to turn that money into the 300. It's pretty crazy. So that was really a successful night the other night. If you guys were watching tonight, I don't know if we're gonna have that luck, but we're gonna try to. But you know, I don't know if we'll be able to do that tonight with the rotted fruits here. If you look at the board, you can see that the other night we hit 100 and we got 1,000 times multiplier on I think it was 10 cents or something, or 14 cents times 1,000. So that was a big one. And the Hundy came down. God, can you imagine if you ever saw the max win? I've never seen the max win in this game ever hit. That'd be so crazy. I've never seen it. 25,000 times. That would be crazy. Doubt we would see that. But here we go for the music, man. For the music, man. And, of course, Botch Club. A couple other people contributed, so we took a little bit from everybody. We threw it in here. But this particular one only has $20 buys on the big one, so can only do we're gonna do one of those right now. Here it is. Here we go. All right, guys, everybody pray. Everybody pray. Pray for us, guys. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. $1.92. So we lost 18 bucks. Yikes. That was not good. All right, now we're going to do 5 $1 spins. Okay, here we go. This one's for Botch Club. 5 $1 spins. Here we go. Nothing. We got a tooth, but nothing else. One more. We'll do two more. Two more. Let's do the bonus for $1.25. Oh. Nothing. Nothing. Rotted. We rotted away right there. Nothing happened. Unbelievable. Oh, shit. The other night we were able to turn 45 bucks into 500 bucks into 300 bucks eventually. And that was fine. We walked away with 300. It was amazing. But tonight, not good. Not good, guys. This is rot. Yeah, that was rot. That was rot right there. I mean, that was definitely rot what we just saw right there. That was bad. That was bad. Well, the only thing left to do is try to This is really good brain exercise. Well, the best thing is when you win, it looks like when you win in that game, guys, it looks like there's a rotted fruit being crucified in the background while one of the rotted fruits is being raped by another fruit. And I'm not kidding. And if we won, we should freeze frame that, because I'm pretty sure it's a rotted fruit being crucified while another rotted fruit female is being raped or sodomized or something. Like, I'm not kidding. That's legitimately what happens. Like, I'm not kidding. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Okay, let's play some Princess. We're going with Princess next. So, Botch Club, we lost all of your bets. YR, we lost half of your bets. And now we mix everyone else's with the final one. This is our final chance to not lose $45. But it looks like we might lose. We might lose tonight. So it's not looking good. This is not looking good tonight, guys. So far, we've almost lost half the money. We got a 3 times multiplier on the board. That's not great. We need these to multiply. Not good there, really. I mean, it's not terrible, but this ain't looking good. Oh! We needed that to hit. It skipped it. Oh, my God. Yeah, we're fucked. We're fucked. It skipped it. It's got to hit. We need this to get high. Oh, my God. It didn't get high at all. Oh, my God. We lost it. There's no way. We got 4 spins left. This ain't good. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it skipped it. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, we're done. We're cooked, as the kids say. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, we're done. 881. We lost 20. We spent 20. We got 881. We lost it. Unbelievable, guys. Tonight is not good. Wow. The other night we turned 45 into 300. And tonight we are fried right now. We're trying to win a couple thousand so we can pay the bills, but it's not looking good. Well, I don't think I want to play this game anymore, really, but let's do one more spin for $5. And hope we can hit. Let's try one spin. Not good. Not good. All right. Well, we're done with that game. So we lost on Rotted. We lost on the Princess. This ain't good. Trying to think of where to go now. We have $11. Let's go to 5 Little Pigs. Because I think there's an $11 buy. So we'll do that because I think there's an $11 buy. 614, hello.
Yeah, what's up, Daddy?
What's up, Bullfrog?
How you doing?
How you doing? I'm not doing well. I just took $40 that people sent me to gamble, and we lost.
Yeah, I see you playing some casino game or something again.
Yep. The other night we took $40 and turned it into $300 though. So, but
you watching the Thursday night the football game?
I am watching the football game. Yes, if we need a lot of scores,
So what do you think of the football game?
It's a wild one. It's a pretty good football game right now. It's a pretty wild one in Denver. If you're not watching it, it's exciting. The punter just booted a punt off one of the Denver's faces, and now Denver has the ball on like the 10-yard line. So
Yeah, it's a back and forth game for. Seems like it's a tie game still.
yeah, it's a seesaw matchup type of game. And I just hung up on Bullfrog. I'm sorry, Bullfrog. I'll call you back in 1 second. Let me lose this money first. Let me lose this money first, Bullfrog. I'll call you right back. All right, here we go. We got $10 left, guys. Oh boy. We are going to be bankrupt. All right, we need golden houses. We're not going to get golden houses, I feel like. Oh my god, we got the fucking straw shack. We're done. We're done, guys. $10 spin. Yeah, we're done. We are done. We are done for sure. On the plus side, at least I'm still going to take home $20 or $30 tonight. No, we made $100. I'll still take home $50 tonight, you know? But the people that made me gamble their donations, this isn't looking good. The other night it was great, but this is not looking good. It was pretty awesome the other night. This is bad, though. Yep, we just lost $6. Yep, we just lost $6. We now have $6 left. Yikes. Okay. Let's try Rainbow Princess. We really only can spin once. We can really only spin one time, so. This did not go well. I mean, if only we had hit a couple thousand, that would have been really cool. Oh, man. This is so bad. All right, let's try it. You only got one spin, basically. And we lost. We lost. Now we can just spin out the bonus round. Wow. This has been a bad night. Not good. We need a... Yeah, this is not good. Definitely one of the worst sessions we've had. That was really bad. Yikes. That was bad. Hey, Bullfrog, thanks for the call, brother. I don't know. I hung up on you by accident, but we love you anyway. Bullfrog, you the man, brother. We love you, Bullfrog. We probably could have kept that money and used it, but it's okay. YR just sent me this. I guess what did the Bruins play the Islanders tonight? YR just sent me this, so I'm assuming that the Bruins played the Islanders tonight. Good Lord. That about sums up New York right there, but there you go. Very beautiful YR. Very pretty picture. Very beautiful. Thank you guys for all the support, the likes, the sharing, and the Scarlet and Killer Kross podcast, like I said, was very good. Definitely listen to it. It's good stuff. Thank you to Moss Blaze for the $10. Thank you to Doomed Huh and everybody else, Music Maniacs, YR, Pitbull Blonin, the Pitbull Blonin. Shout out to Kel Alabama, DJ Glaze, and everybody who supports the show as always. And, of course, all the people on Patreon who are $5 patrons or more. on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Stay tuned on there. Everybody have a good night. I will catch you guys Friday night for a little bit. Thank you for that. We're going to take one last call, I think, from unknown caller. Hello?
Yeah, the other night, Boston did beat New York, so hockey.
Oh, I saw I did see that game. Yeah, there was a fight. It was awesome.
And Boston won tonight, motherfucker.
Yeah, and then we cross-checked them and cross-checked those Islander fucks right in the face.
Bro, the Bruins are on a streak right now. They're hot.
Yeah.
So
They're very streaky. They were like doing really well, then they went to shit, and
they're a good team to bet on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I might have to bet on them.
For real.
I might have to jerk it. Thank you, brother.
Jerk with me and Bullfrog tonight, brother.
I'll jerk it with you guys. Yeah, I'm going to go to sleep so I can wake up for 5 a.m. for the job.
45 jobs tomorrow. Thank you, brother.
3 jobs. This is one of them. I love you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the money. We gambled it. And otherwise, I would do more videos, more streams with you guys every day if I didn't have to work my other jobs, but I got to work them. So you got to work them. You got to do it. That's what I've been told. You got to go. You got to make money in different ways so you don't become homeless. We're really close, very close to being homeless, really. You really don't know how close. Thank you guys. I'm kidding. But I do have work early in the morning. Thanks for being here. Love you all. Kisses. Stay hard. Stay loving. Stay long.